Introducing DSG's 5MT podcast, where we draw inspiration from the annual 3-minute thesis or 3MT competition for PhD candidates, challenging them to explain complex research in 3 minutes or less. In each 5-minute episode, we'll dive into a marketing topic, giving you actionable information in a fast-moving and fun format. Tune in for quick, valuable marketing insights on the 5MT podcast by your DSG marketing team. Hey, Paige, how's it going?
So good. So good. I'm enjoying the colder weather. I really do. And I feel like we talk about weather every episode, but it's great.
Weather is one of those things that allows you to just diagnose what
common
time it is.
Ground.
Yes,
common ground.
Everybody feels it. Everybody sees it.
Yeah, but in Pennsylvania, we enjoy all 4 seasons.
That's right. We're one of those rare places.
It's so nice. So speaking of the season, I have a fun question.
Shoot.
Okay.
I'd love to hear it.
So my original question was, what are you guys going to be for Halloween? But that's assuming that you guys dress up. So I'm assuming that you guys don't dress up anymore. So my question is, what was the last Halloween costume you wore?
That's a really good one.
And you can give details about the party you went to.
Mm-hmm. I dressed up like Andre Agassi, wig, tennis racket, had some really sweet tennis clothes.
Wait, can I guess the year that you did that?
I'm going to give you a hint. Andre Agassi was definitely retired.
Oh, he was retired? Oh, okay. I was like, were you like 9?
No, unfortunately I wasn't.
22.
I was 25.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
20s. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. That's a good costume.
Yeah, it was in New York. It was good.
A New York party?
So I was on the subway dressed like Andre Agassi.
That's so fun. That's so fun. I would love to be in New York City on the subway during Halloween at a reasonable hour. Probably not at like 1 a.m.
No,
but
but I was on the subway at 1 a.m.
Oh, you were?
Yeah,
hopefully
definitely.
with friends, not by yourself.
Oh, no. Tons
Were
of
people
friends.
like, oh my God, it's Andre Agassi.
What's he doing here?
What's he doing here?
No, unfortunately. They were like, that guy looks like a moron.
Oh, God. No, everyone looks like a moron on Halloween.
So, right back at you. What was the last time you dressed up? When? Last year?
When?
Oh, I know the answer to this.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Like, you're kind of cheating. Okay, so I was Kanga. I dressed up as Kanga, not the hat. The kangaroo from Winnie the Pooh, because my daughter was Winnie the Pooh, and then my youngest daughter was Piglet, and then the rest of my family, no joke, dressed up. And my mom was like the scariest owl I've ever seen. Like everyone like had onesies on and it was brightly colored, but my mom like actually got an owl costume and face mask, and she colored her eyes really dark. So like the picture of her, like everyone's standing there, and then they're like, who is that weirdo in the back? My poor mom.
Weirdo.
And then this year we're doing Frozen, and I'm Elsa.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't hate it. My daughter wants me to be Elsa.
Okay.
She is going to be Anna.
Very cool.
And then my youngest is going to be Olaf. And Kevin is going to be Kristoff.
Kristoff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I think we're going to convince my dad to be Sven, the reindeer.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So we're like a Halloween family.
I know.
Can
you guys
tell?
love it. You have your birthdays are around.
Our birthdays are there, and then we also always have. We're the Halloween house. We want to be the Halloween house, so we have a big Halloween party.
How about
Get
you,
ready.
Jack?
I would
Jackie,
say the last couple years, I kind of been that guy that's like, oh, Halloween's today. And I went to the store and I bought like a jailbird costume or a sailor costume. But I think my senior year of college, it was right when the Phillies were making a run. So I was like, and they had a game the night of Halloween weekend, and I remember being like, well, I have to wear Phillies stuff, but I kind of want to dress up because I feel like this might be one of the last years I'm really going to try to get a costume. So I remember I was a character from Stranger Things.
Cool.
Yeah,
I was Halloween themed Halloween.
Yeah, that's way cooler than ours.
But what I did was the guy, Eddie was the character. He had long hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Kinda. So
He's
then
the
I
best
wore,
character.
and he had, it was like the Hellfire Club shirt.
Yeah.
But then I put a Phillies jersey over top and I had a wig. So a lot of people, if you didn't see the Stranger Things shirt, you were like, oh, are you Brandon Marsh? And I'm like, no. Like, and then, so I like combined it into two and put a Phillies hat over my wig. And I was a combination of Stranger Things and Phillies making a World Series run
That's
there.
actually really cool, Jack.
You and I were both wearing wigs in our hot costumes. That's great. similar length.
I will be wearing a wig this year, a big blonde one.
So, Jack, you got a question for us?
I do, and it's a mouthful, guys. So
Okay.
just pay attention closely.
All right, ready.
So a lot of our clients ask, how do you judge the success of their campaigns? And we often tell them we look at the conversion metrics. What is the conversion, and how can you decode the metrics that are associated?
Oh, decoding the conversion.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a really good question.
Yeah, it's really good. So let's talk about what a conversion, like what the definition of a conversion is. So Oxford Language on Google is conversion is the process of changing or causing something to change from one form to another.
Okay.
In terms of marketing and or media management, a conversion is when a user completes a desired action.
Excellent.
So let me give you an example. We'll use everyone kind of knows about social media channel, right? Let's say that it's Facebook. So a user, when you're trying to put ads on Facebook, you want this user to do a certain action. So let's say you want this user from being just a passive follower to one that's going to subscribe or continue to like or continue to comment, or you can take it a step further by making a purchase, doing a form fill, or signing up for a newsletter. So you can set what type of desired action you want those users to do, and then back into a media channel that's going to support that.
It's a great call. Yep.
So there's a bunch of metrics that you need to consider as part of conversions. And Mike, I'd like for you to talk about that.
So it's a really good point. There's a lot of different metrics that are associated with various campaigns. Really anything, and that's the true struggle our clients get in, is how to define a conversion across several different metrics that they're seeing and how to evaluate something effectively. So let's say there's a very, very granular or kind of low funnel conversion metric, which could be, did you get a new client out of it, right? Mm-hmm. That could be something to consider. What's the point of all this? You want to bring somebody new into the fold. Could be, do you want people to just stay engaged with what you're doing? You might not want to convert them now to being a new client, but you want them to join a mailing list or something like that. That could be a conversion too. So think of the most granular point that you're trying to make and go backwards from there, and then align your marketing with that. There are a number of different metrics like cost per click, that you could have a desired cost per click. I only want to spend this much on a click. That could be a conversion. You could have somebody that you want to retarget, right? And you've retargeted them 3 times. Great. I've seen them fulfill the amount of impressions I wanted to see. How many times do their eyeballs see this? That could be a conversion as well. It's really important to just understand what the unique, path that the user is traveling in each of those channels. Like if it's TV, you want to get them to dial a phone number, right? That's really important. That's the most important thing they can do coming off of that. If it's, a banner ad that you want to put out programmatically, that's something that you might want to look at. Hey, did they see it? Did they click on a link? Did they fill out a form? There's many different things that could go into that, but each channel has its own kind of level of granularity that you need to focus in on. And our advice is always, please go to the most granular part and work back from there, and then see where the value is in each of those conversion metrics.
Thank you so much for tuning in to DSG's 5MT podcast. I'd love to thank my co-host, Mike Gatos.
Truly my pleasure. And I would like to give a big thank you to our producer, Jack Marinello.
If you enjoyed this podcast, like and subscribe to 5MT. Have a question? Leave a comment. Tune in next time.
Happy marketing.